Right, so what's our main idea going to be?
I think it's going to be about a terminally ill character who wants to fulfil his bucket list.
Yeah. Subgenre of that?
Sort of like tragedy, because, he's terminally ill. And, he's going to die soon, unfortunately.
Maybe a football sort of theme.
Yeah, and he's got a passion for football as well, so we can include that.
Yeah. Any institutions? What institutions do you think will be good?
Well, I think Film 4 would be a good one to use. They're good with gritty productions.
Maybe Vertigo as well.
Yeah, they're good with more English gritty productions.
And then some distributions.
Yeah, because like we said, our film's a bit more indie than others that the big six could use. So we'll have to use one of them.
And distributions like Studio Canal and Lionsgate, maybe.
Yeah, they're slightly smaller. Yeah.
What about titles for the film?
For full time, because that's that can sort of link to the football element.
Maybe extra time or something like that.
Or the bucket list. Quite simple. Says what it's about.
What about sort of the typography of the title, or?
There's two ways I think we should go. Like either eroded, disruption of equilibrium, or handwritten, more personal and stuff.
Yeah, and it'll link to the bucket list type of thing as well.
Yeah.
And what about locations we can film as well?
I think it should mainly be in a bedroom, because that's, then you can sort of represent the character.
Yeah,
like
it's
what
quite
he likes.
clear to the audience.
Quite easy. It's quite a personal space.
How are we going to represent the characters?
Maybe use things like tablets, and bandana, it symbolises these.
Yeah, they're typical
and
teenage
items. Like posters and stuff like that.
Yeah. What about the audience?
Probably more likely. No, it's probably going to be like mixed gender, but I think target demographic will probably be like E and D.
Yeah, quite a low demographic.
Yeah, students.
And what about age? Maybe
12 plus, because it's coming of
15
age, and
sort of.
But because of it might have to be a 12A because of the elements of death and upsetting scenes.
Yeah, and how many characters do you think we're going to have, or
in our opening, I don't think we'll have many. I think we probably have to stick to the protagonist.
Yeah,
possibly
maybe include a sibling,
or maybe
but
a friend.
I think it's mainly based around the protagonist.
Yeah, it depends if we sort of continue it outside the house.
I think put an Enigma code in there, possibly.
Yeah, of Wooly. If we put something on a calendar or something like that, it shows. I don't know, like an operation date. Will he survive it? Will he be able to reach something else? Can he complete his bucket list, which is the point of it?
Right, our original idea was about this football mad, terminally ill guy, and we were thinking of sort of the flashbacks, maybe cuts to YouTube videos of goals being scored, but I don't think.
The issue with this is we don't have copyright of the goals. When we're embedding YouTube clips into the actual sequence, it's going to make it look very amateur.
It just won't look very good, really.
Very good. But we're going to use the basis of this to continue.
We can still use it in our other idea.
We're still going to pan across the room and use items to sort of reveal the narrative, suggest what might be disrupted. Particularly certain items that will convey different things, like football.
Yeah.
His illness himself. Again, like we said earlier, the calendar will play a big part. Yeah, the calendar,
especially in creating Enigma codes.
Emphasis on the calendar of where he is. And also, we're going to use a voiceover.
Yeah, I think a voiceover will be really effective.
Because sometimes it's quite difficult for the reader, the viewer, to understand what's happening without a voiceover, because the voiceover reveals more the narrative from the character's point of view.
But the issue with that is we don't want to reveal too much.
Yeah, because it is 3 minutes.
Yeah.
It would be an hour and a half film. But if we can try, I think, a bit like in what's the Open Breakfast Club. That really does set the scene, and you can tell straight away where all the characters lie and why they're there, because it's like a detention.
So I think
if we can do a similar thing and almost say dates, or maybe in a bit of a frail voice, if the guy's that's really the way to go.
I think that would be good.